Kyle was supposed to introduce me, but yet another thing he fucks up on a regular basis. I'm so glad you can make it here. Kyle's very busy usually, playing every rapist on Law & Order SVU. Blandest person I've ever met in my life. It's like a Kirtland signature made people. Calm down. You're next.
I think your hatred is directed elsewhere.
Yeah. For a little bit. God, that is awful. I'd like to thank Farmstrong for choosing this location. I know everyone was just clamoring for a drinking hole where you could sneak away for a pint with your buddies and get spotted on your car from the fucking freeway. No, I'm on my way home, honey. No, that is your Subaru in the fucking parking lot.
You drive a Subaru. Hey, Tim's over there.
Slowly building a clientele from people still returning vacuums to the shithole. Windowless, concrete floors, dimly lit and clearly decorated by some blind, retarded serial killer farm boy. It's no wonder how this place is packed to the gills most of the time. It seems specifically targeted for Clear Lake empty nesters who love to drink at home but just miss the crying babies and dog hair. Farmstrong's actually voted 2 years in a row the #1 brewery in Skagit Valley, and then this year won the best venue/event space. It's like all of you fucking idiots went, McIntyre Hall? I'm not going to the ballet. Let's vote for that place we see Cousin Eddie every other month. Sometimes I come here just for the food. I love to get sushi from Chin whenever he shows the fuck up. But I do miss the days when Hillbilly Heroes was here, because, you know, sometimes you're just craving dysentery. I love the name Farmstrong because it sums up the beer so well. It's like Mike drove down Francis Road, rolled down the windows, took a big whiff, and said, "How do I make this a taste?" Oh yeah, let's go on to the beers. Of course, there's cold beer. That's Mike's signature beer. Anybody drinking cold beer tonight?
Woo!
Right, it's Mike's signature beer to the point where he has it tattooed on his knuckles. He spent a long time wondering for a 4-letter word to describe the beer. He was gonna go with good, but he's not a liar. There's also the Raza Ambar, which is basically a Dos Equis clone. Very fitting, because I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I avoid that shit like the plague. Stupid hair, I'm cutting it tomorrow. And then, of course, there's the shining stars. Beer in a shot. Zeke. Salvador. Mike in the Morning Porter. The beers everyone loves, and yet you treat them like birthday anal sex. Oh, we've got them back there. You just haven't earned them yet. And then, of course, we have to talk about the most popular
You
beer.
don't get a birthday this year.
We have to talk about the most popular beverage here at Farmstrong, the one that everyone orders, can't stop raving about, and that's, of course, the guest cider. I don't have a joke for this, but there's nothing better than watching Mike walk around the brewery. People know he's the brewer and go, "Man, I love it here. Your cider is fantastic." And his face drops and he walks to the back, cries, and writes their name on the kill list. It's so fun.
Oh, wait.
Oh, and
Not
then...
anymore. Not anymore.
Oh, no, you have your own cider now.
That's right. Fuck off.
Got a bunch of farm bosses in the house. Where are the farm bosses at? They're the reason none of the rest of you can sit at the bar. Only ones that get to reserve it. Love the farm boss. Frequent buyer program, basically, that would make Camel Cash ashamed of itself.
That's a fucking great idea.
consider themselves owners, and there is, man, there's nothing that says I'm an owner more like you assholes screaming at 5 minutes before close wanting to be served. Fuck that joke though, but screw you guys. The bartenders gave me that one. All right. You can spot them in public, working on trails in their farm boss hoodies, or as I like to call them, misused child support. And then we've got the real regulars. Where is it? Michael Boston is here? Is Rickety?
No.
Oh, man.
No cricket.
Rickety Cricket. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, but I won't say this because it's too mean. And they asked me to write them.
Say it.
They call Michael Cricket, which isn't even the right animal. It should be flamingo because he always has a bright torso, can only stand on one leg. You can find Cricket usually over there having a beer, watching his favorite sport, rowing, you know, because all of the stroke. The man that keeps shouting out, everyone knows him, Mike in the morning over there. Mike has his own beer here at Farmstrong, which is, I'll try this. Mike in the morning coffee porter on nitro. It's literally the only thing about you that's a mouthful. Mike used to run trivia here on Wednesdays, but had to quit so he could spend more time with his family. A lot of people were super disappointed. By that I mean his family. And then Adam and Scotty are here. They're always here. Sometimes you can see Scotty here with his 2-year-old son Sven, and it's been really nice watching him grow up in this bar. It's a fun fact. You guys might not know this. His first words were, "This is bad parenting." And now we bring to the bartenders. The bartenders, everybody. The wait staff here. There's Katie, of course. Cheer for Katie. For her second job, Katie plays Anna, the Disney princess, for children's events. She's actually the reason that all the Skagit Valley creeps are wanting their 50th birthday party to be frozen themed. She will also be doing the rebuttal tonight on behalf of Farmstrong, so we'll get to see if the carpet matches the jokes. I'm assuming she doesn't have either. Chloe's here tonight. Get up for Chloe, everybody. Chloe and her boyfriend perform acoustic folk here at Farmstrong every Thursday for music night, or as you usually call it, let's say home instead. Bonnie is here tonight. Bonnie here? If you don't know this, Bonnie's actually married to one of the assistant brewers, Chris. They've been married for more than 5 years. It makes people start to wonder, right, when they see the two of them. Is Chris pregnant?
He's at home in morning sickness.
And then there's Kelsey, the golden child here at Farmstrong. Here for Kelsey. She is so nice and pleasant and always smiling or doing impressions or dancing or staring at shiny objects. And hiring her was a double blessing because not only does Farmstrong get a great bartender, but they also get tax credit for hiring the mentally retarded. Oh, and if nice, attractive women aren't your thing, there's always Matt. Is Matt here? Call him Combo Breaker. I just want to say about the hiring practices here, it's a sad state of affairs when a white man is your diversity hire. Oh, I'm sweating my balls off. All right. And then, of course, Katrina, ladies and gentlemen, running this shit show. Katrina is perfect in every way, and I've written no jokes about her. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the big three. Dan is here tonight. Is something that's never said at Farmstrong. Very clear how he got the nickname Old Checkbook. Dan runs Farmstrong the same way my father raised me, technically. And now there's the men of the hour. Mike and Todd are here. Just physically, of course. They're way gone. It's like Weekend at Bernie's if it was two Bernies and they were controlling each other.
You're still alive.
These two are so consistently fucked up, I've never seen the whites of their eyes. Oh, okay, we're gonna try to get through this. Let's start with Todd. Todd, everybody, let him hear it. Todd is a major entrepreneur. He has all these sorts of plans for Farmstrong, hotels, coffee, amphitheaters. He's like a Willy Wonka for depressants and stepdads. Todd is an ex-Navy man. He actually met his wife, Joanne, in the Navy. I talked to her earlier. She really remembers those days fondly, back when any part of Todd could stand at attention. Todd started in beer distribution for over a decade. That's where he honed the sales skills to not be able to get Mount Baker Lodge to buy more than one keg of a beer that has their fucking name in it. Good job, buddy. Todd is one of the sweetest guys you'll ever know if you get to know him, but he is 6'5". He's a gentle giant, technically the biggest pussy you'll ever see. After years of a wild youth filled with drinking and pot and parties with all his buddies, Todd finally settled down and started a family to drink and smoke pot and have parties. And over the last 2 years, Todd has really dedicated himself to building this community, applying the mantra, grow something, from his wallet to his waistline. That's all I had for you. I'm so scared. Also clearly dying. I'm like red. Let's just get through this. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike is in the house tonight. Here tonight. Mike has been to every single Way North until he made a comment about it and then stopped coming to them. But I really appreciate Mike's always standing over there watching the professionals and leaving before the other kids have a chance. But one of the men of the hour, Mike Armstrong, is here, or as he introduces himself in South Mount Vernon, Miguel Brazofuerte. Mike and I got to know each other a couple years ago. We bonded over our mutual love of me having weed.
Never did, though.
Mike hates IPAs. They have 3 here at Farmstrong, and you can truly taste that disgust in every drop. But brewing isn't the only thing Mike is mediocre at. He's also a musician. He is a very talented guitarist, which is really good news because if this brewing doesn't ever work out, he can always fall back on being homeless. He proudly claims he's never brewed at home and only professionally, which has never worked for anyone else ever in any career. I drive a NASCAR truck, but I walk everywhere. I can't even make Easy Mac, but I'm gonna buy the $7,000 oven and fuck it, see what happens. To know, like I say, Mike is one of the smartest guys I've ever met. He's also one of the most talented and hardworking. I think that if he wanted to, this man could literally do anything he set his mind to. I've never met somebody so driven. So, with that in mind, I would of course like to raise a glass to him and say, Mike, you can do anything. Please do something else.